Welcome back to my channel. Today, we have an incredible video in store for you as we delve into a captivating historical event, the Siege of Budapest during World War II. Get ready to witness the intense military strategies and the harrowing experiences endured by both the defenders and the civilian population. This gripping story will shed light on the sacrifices made and the resilience displayed in the face of overwhelming odds. So, without further ado, let's dive into the historical journey of the Siege of Budapest. During the final months of World War II, the Battle of Budapest unfolded as one of the most intense and protracted conflicts of the war. The siege of the Hungarian capital, which began in December 1944 and lasted until February 1945, witnessed a determined Soviet offensive against a tenacious German and Hungarian defense. This epic struggle showcases both the military strategies employed by the opposing forces and the harrowing experiences endured by the civilian population. The Siege of Budapest marked a critical chapter in the Eastern Front, as the Red Army sought to advance westward and bring the Hungarian capital under its control. The Soviet forces, led by Marshal Rodion Malinowski, launched a massive assault on the city, determined to break the German defensive lines and conquer Budapest. Facing them were the combined forces of the German Wehrmacht, Waffen-SS, and Hungarian troops under the command of General Karl Pfeffer-Wildenbruch and General Ferenc Szombathely. The German and Hungarian defenders devised a strategy to hold Budapest at all costs, knowing that the city's fall would significantly weaken their overall defensive positions. They aimed to transform Budapest into a fortress, utilizing its extensive network of fortifications, bridges, and urban structures to their advantage. Key defensive positions were established along the Danube River, including the famous citadel on Gellert Hill, which provided commanding views of the city and the surrounding areas. The German and Hungarian forces employed a combination of urban warfare tactics, trench warfare, and counterattacks to repel the advancing Soviets. They established a network of interconnected defensive positions within the city, creating a series of strongholds and fortified points. These defensive lines were bolstered by anti-tank obstacles, minefields, and machine gun nests, designed to slow down and inflict heavy casualties on the Soviet troops. Meanwhile, the Soviet forces devised a two-pronged attack strategy to conquer Budapest. The Third Ukrainian Front, under the command of Marshal Fyodor Tolbukin, initiated an assault on the Pest side of the city, while the Second Ukrainian Front, led by Marshal Ivan Konyev, focused on the Buda side. The objective was to encircle and squeeze the defenders, gradually narrowing their defensive perimeter until they capitulated. The Soviet troops encountered fierce resistance as they pushed deeper into Budapest. Street-by-street fighting ensued, with intense close-quarters combat and brutal house-to-house engagements. The defenders utilized the dense urban environment to their advantage, employing sniper fire, ambushes, and booby traps to inflict casualties on the advancing Soviet forces. The civilian population of Budapest bore the brunt of the conflict, caught in the crossfire between the warring factions. The city endured relentless artillery barrages, airstrikes, and indiscriminate shelling, reducing vast areas to rubble. The inhabitants faced severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies, with thousands perishing due to starvation, disease, and the indiscriminate violence. As the siege dragged on, the situation grew increasingly desperate for the German and Hungarian defenders. Cut off from outside support and facing overwhelming numbers, they struggled to sustain their defensive positions. Yet, they demonstrated remarkable resilience and tenacity, fighting tooth and nail to hold Budapest, even as the Soviet forces tightened their grip. The Soviets, aware of the defenders' determination and the significant losses they were incurring, decided to intensify their assault. They launched massive artillery bombardments, unleashed waves of infantry attacks, and employed tanks and assault guns to break the German and Hungarian lines. The relentless pressure, coupled with the encirclement of the city, gradually eroded the defenders' ability to hold out. By early February 1945, With their defensive positions crumbling and supplies dwindling, the German and Hungarian commanders recognized the futility of further resistance. Despite their valiant efforts, they knew that continued resistance would result in the needless loss of lives and destruction of the city they sought to defend. On February 13, 1945, they surrendered Budapest to the Soviet forces, marking the end of the siege and the city's liberation. The Siege of Budapest stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit displayed by both the defenders and the civilian population in the face of overwhelming odds. The military strategies employed by the German, Hungarian, and Soviet forces showcase the complexities of urban warfare and the immense challenges faced by both attackers and defenders in a densely populated city. The sacrifices and suffering endured during this prolonged siege left an indelible mark on the history of World War II. Thank you for joining me on this captivating journey through the Siege of Budapest. I hope you found this historical account both informative and engaging. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more fascinating content. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.